Hello and welcome. One of the best investments that you can do for yourself and for your personal growth is to develop a home practice. Now, there is nothing that even comes close to the benefits that you gain from your personalized home practice. Now, this home practice can be an asana practice where you're actively working with yoga asanas, or it can be a breath work, a regular breath work involving pranayama techniques, or it can be a regular meditation, Dhyana practice, or a chanting with Mantra Sadhana. Whatever is your practice, this session will discuss how to make your home practice effective and work for you. So, let's talk about the hurdles that you'll face in setting up your home practice. One of the common complaints that you'll find is, oh, my house is too small, is too cluttered, I don't have the right resources, or I am not flexible, I am not strong to work through the home practice. We'll discuss all of it. We'll go through some resources that will help you set yourself up for success and make the home practice work for you. Almost 2,000 years ago, sage Patanjali compiled the Yoga Sutras. It's the complete reference for a yoga practitioner. Verse 46 of this chapter 2 of Yoga Sutras, he describes asana having only two important attributes: sthira, sukham, asanam. He defined asana as having stability as one of the attributes and comfort and ease as the second part. Stability relates to all things that are providing a strong foundation, a firm place, a strong support that can be relied upon consistently. That is the element of stability. When it comes to sukham, he talks about comfort, ease, pleasantness. Your practice should not be a torture. It should not be misery brought in every day to the mat. It has to have that element of peace in it. So, sthira, sukham, asanam. Stability blended evenly with comfort. That should be your practice. Setting up a home practice is all about creating a sacred space that balances comfort with functionality. We begin by scouting for the right location in the house for our home yoga practice. So walk around your house, find small corners, areas which are already clean or can be cleaned. Find locations that have good sunlight, have good amount of ventilation, which have windows that can be opened just in case you suddenly feel warm in your practice. Find that location and make sure that such locations are away from the most trafficked areas in your house. I found this place in my house to help me set up this session and create these videos. So, find this area as my space for the yoga practice. Now that we have found a suitable spot for our practice, we'll continue to add 5 other elements that will help us set up this space for our practice. One first item that we will require is the help of a wall. So find a wall behind which is free of pictures, decorations, wall hangings, something that you can rely on and not think too much about. The wall should be strong and should be closely accessible so that you're not shifting your location. So I have this wall behind me to help me. The wall has three important functions that it can help you in your practice. One is the alignment. Whenever we are standing across against a wall, my back is held in alignment. The entire back body is aligned against the firm surface of the wall. Alignment. Second part, the wall can provide you with a safety net, a support structure which you can rely when you are in an inverted state, when you are doing headstands or if you are doing handstands and you're not sure how far you should go or if you're going to tip and topple over. The wall provides you with that support, that safety net for you to be comfortable while you are in an inverted state. It's a great safety net to help you stay aligned and to stay upright, inverted as well. The number three function of the wall is passive relief. You can use the wall for creating a relief for certain parts of your body. More specifically, your lower legs can be placed against the wall for a restorative practice called as Viparita Karani. Anytime you need some rest for your legs, or if you want to support your back while you are meditating, the wall is available. So, three functions: alignment, safety net, and passive relief. All right, we continue with exploring the next accessory for your home-based yoga practice, the yoga mat. The yoga mat serves three functions. The yoga mat is that boundary of your practice. It serves as that anchoring element. It is essentially that rectangular piece of sacred real estate where the practitioner stays focused on his practice. While you are on your yoga mat, the external world and all its distractions, all your thoughts, emotions, plans, to-do items, things to accomplish, stay out. You're solely focused on your practice and deeply immersed in the experience it provides. That is the first essential function of the yoga mat. The next one we discuss is the aspect of grip and cushion. During the asana practice, the practitioner relies on the yoga mat for grip and or cushion. In this session, we will explore about few different types of yoga mat and their differences as well. Yoga mat number 1. I'm holding here a yoga mat which is soft, which is plush, and also very cushiony in its type, very light in construction, and is great for creating that softness for your practice. If you are on a hard surface and you're looking for something soft to make yourself comfortable, this is a great place to be seated on during meditation or pranayama practice. This has a very poor grip aspect to it. You'll usually find your feet sinking into the yoga mat and curling around it. Yoga mat number 2. I'm holding this light yoga mat made up of a slightly more denser material. It is something that I acquired in one of the outdoor yoga events. This is great if you are outdoors and you just want to create a little separation between you and maybe a wet grassy surface outside. But one very key factor of this yoga mat is it has very poor grip and has very poor cushion as well. So this is just creating a barrier, a separation, and this is great if you are outdoors and you need something just to work with. So this is the yoga mat number 2. Yoga mat number 3. This is a much better yoga mat. This is more common yoga mat, which has these grippers on the front side and also on the back side. This is more a thinner, a lightweight, maybe a 4 millimeter construction. This is good for a active asana practice. This has less of a cushion, but has a slightly better grip on it. This is more affordable type of yoga mat, which is more available in the stores. I would highly recommend it if you are looking to use it on a short-term basis. The drawback of this yoga mat is that it does not last long. The grippers here will wear out, and thereby you will find yourself slippery after a while, and you will end up replacing this in short term. So this will last about 6 to 8 months on general, but after that you will have to replace it. But this is a affordable starter beginner yoga mat for a decent grip during your asana practice. Yoga mat number 4. This is one of my favorite yoga mats, something that I would recommend that practitioners use. One telltale feature about this yoga mat is it is immensely dense, looks high quality construction, and it is quite heavy as well. So if you're holding it and lifting it up by 2 fingers, it feels heavy, thereby showcasing that it is of denser material. Very important part about this yoga mat is it has grippers on the back side and also good rigid grippers on the front side as well. So this gives you good grip for your feet while you're moving, and also holds the yoga mat clearly gripping the surface underneath as well. This yoga mat works great in hardwood, it works great for tiled surfaces, and usually it works great for carpeted surfaces as well. Again, this is a slightly expensive yoga mat, but definitely worth the cost. This is something that if you're looking to have a long-term asana practice, this yoga mat will last a very long time and thereby pays for itself. Definitely recommend this kind of a yoga mat that feels strong, firm, rigid, dense. We continue with the third function of the yoga mat. The yoga mat provides you with 2 axes. One is the horizontal or the wide axis, and another one is the short axis. Both of these axes provides you with different orientations. So if you are in a lateral expansion or a posture's horizontal or the wide axis, and another one is the short axis. Both of these axes provides you with different orientations. So if you are in a lateral expansion or a postures where you're opening left to right, the yoga mat provides you with this space. Against when you are using the length and you're sliding your legs back in space, it provides you with this shortened angle as well. So the yoga mat provides you with the variations in your orientation and provides you with the right axis for your practice. So those are the 3 functions of the yoga mat. Okay, we continue our exploration with the accessory number 3, the yoga blocks. The essential functions of yoga blocks is to bring the floor to you. Not all physical bodies are made equal. Some are having long arms, some short. Some have better access, some have restricted access. The yoga block essentially makes and bridges the gap between your access level and the floor that you're accessing at that point. So the yoga blocks essentially have 2 sizes. One of them is a 3-inch one and another one is a 4-inch one. So I'm having these 2 examples for you. So they essentially have the skinnier one, which is the 3-inch one, versus a 4-inch one. These yoga blocks are very valuable for a beginner to work with. They help you in 3 different sizes. So if you are a yoga practitioner, you can start off with the max height, which is about 9-10 inches high. And then as you gain more flexibility and improve in your access and range, you can shorten that to a shorter, maybe 6-inch height for placing your palm, and eventually grow out of it into a 4-inch height and placing your palm on it. Eventually you can lose or get rid of the yoga block as well. This is a great way to create that access to your asanas without feeling pressured in the poses. The yoga blocks bridges that gap between access and comfort. Another essential function of the yoga block is creating access to your core muscles. The core muscles provide you with that essential level up in your practice. Beginners tend to use the lower back, but as you grow in your yoga practice, the core muscles become essential. One of the best ways to engage through your core muscles is the yoga blocks. Squeezing a yoga block between your thighs creates access to your core by engaging the muscles that are around and along these core muscles. It's a powerful way to create access to your core muscles. We'll continue our discussion with the next yoga accessory, the yoga strap. For those that are unaware of what the yoga strap is, it's a cotton strap which is about usually 8 to 10 feet, characterized with a metal ring at the end of it. It has a set of metal rings that are attached to one end to use as a buckle or to hold or to give that tensile strength to the strap. So this is the regular strap. This is ideally, if you are looking to acquire one of these, look for one which is about 8 feet or about 10 feet in length. So there are other ones that are available as well, shorter lengths. Most importantly, if you're acquiring this, make sure that you have the one which has a metal ring at the end, because there are ones which have a plastic ring as well. They don't last long. The plastic snaps off or breaks off, and thereby making the strap useless. So where is the yoga strap used? This is an invaluable tool in creating access for making your yoga practice non-striving. Sometimes the length of our arms isn't long enough to reach the ends. Sometimes if you're looking to grab hold of your big toe, or if you're looking to reach up or farther, your arm isn't very long, and thereby the strap helps you reach better. This is a great tool for creating length and making your practice easier as well. So I'll set up another session where we go through how to use the strap. This is great if you're practicing Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, where you are leaning forward and trying to reach your toes, and most people have struggled. This can be used to grab hold of that. This is great if you're also looking to do Padangusthasana, Supta Padangusthasana, if you're on your back and trying to grab hold of your big toe. This one can be a great access as well. So definitely recommend going through this one. The yoga strap is also useful in creating opening in your shoulders. So if you have tight shoulders and if you want to create access to your shoulders, this is a great way to open up through your shoulders. Also great for alignment. If you want to keep your forearms in place, where you want to keep your elbows under your shoulders, primarily during Chaturanga Dandasana, this one can be wrapped around to create that grip and to create the strength between your arms to help you stay in alignment. This is wonderful tool, is again very inexpensive to acquire, lasts for a lifetime, but invaluable to be part of your tool belt. Next up, I want to talk about the blanket. Now, for those that are looking at these blankets, so there are a couple of things that are available. These are available online. This is called as the Mexican blanket. These are made up of, again, cotton. They're more denser and coarser form of your cotton fabric. They have a unique ability to be folded and to be used as seat. There are other variants as well. So if you go back to southern India, you can find these mats. These are also made out of cotton, primarily used for seated, for sitting in on the floor, and they are immensely valuable. Again, very inexpensive to acquire, and you can always get them in vibrant colors. They again last forever in this. So two of these are two types to help you choose which one works for you. Highly recommend making use of these blankets in your home practice. So how do we use these blankets in the home practice? 3 ways to use the blankets here. One I like to use is to use it for your joint support. So if you have practices where you are on your knees, so the yoga blanket can be used for padding your knees. So if you're doing Ustrasana, or if you are in hands and knees Marjari Asana, or if you're doing Anjaneya Asana where your knees are against the yoga mat, you want to have a little soft cushion under your knees, the yoga blanket can provide you with that support. Very valuable. I love it. For this is great for those of us that have sensitive knees and have a hard surface under the floor, especially if it is made up of tile or something of that sort. Again, so you can always make this as comfortable as you can like. The second part that is very helpful with the yoga blanket is to find it as a pelvic tilt. So if you have a tilt back, and if you want to create that rotation, that anterior tilt in your pelvis so that you can reach forward, the yoga blanket and sitting on the edge of the folded part can help you lengthen through your spine, rotate the pelvis, and enable you to reach forward. So this is a great resource for having the spine to be upright, the pelvis to be properly aligned, and help you get through your regular yoga practice asanas as well. Awesome. The third most important part about the yoga blanket is its restorative help. If you are in Shavasana, you can use the blanket to maintain the warmth in your body. In Shavasana, the body can get cooled off, and that can make some people a little uncomfortable. So the yoga blanket can be very helpful during Shavasana to maintain warmth in the body. This can be helpful in the restorative nature of your practice as well. So these are the parts. So we are discussing about the yoga mat. We talked about the yoga blocks, talked about the strap, we spoke about the blanket and the wall itself. So we have these 5 areas. I hope this video helps you in making an informed decision about the yoga accessories that make good value out of your home practice. I hope this video helps you get farther in your home practice and making it an immensely valuable investment in your life. Until then, namaste.